Hello and welcome to PSGL F7, and today it's round 2 and China. I will be your host Z3. I'm joined by LR Praga.
Hello everybody, how you doing?
And it's China today, Luis. So what do you think? Are we gonna
It
see some
is.
rain today?
Possibly. I'm not really sure what the weather's usually like in China, but I'm hoping for rain.
I gotta say, I think the weather is a little 50-50 in China usually. Like, it can be rainy, it can be dry, but it's usually a good race around there though. And
Yeah,
well, what would you say the best overtaking opportunities around this track is?
probably down at the hairpin after the long straight with the DRS. I'm not sure what number turn that is, but I feel like we'll see a few overtakes down there today.
Well, that is a long straight, so it's definitely the best one. Into turn one is, well, considering it's a,
Well,
what is it,
mostly everywhere to be
180-degree
honest.
corner, so I mean there is possibilities around the outside and inside there, with a left hand right after it, and there's a few more chances. I would say though that the long straight is the biggest one.
Yeah, maybe, is it turn 3? The end of sector 1?
Turn
Um,
3. Nah, turn
so you got
4, I think
the
you
like the
mean.
snail section,
Yeah.
then you got the little straight, then you got like the right turn.
Yeah. Turn
That's the one
4,
I'm on
I
about.
think.
Is that it could be turn 4, but it's just a little kink. But
I guess it means if you're counting the kink or not, but I'm not.
yeah, I'm not. Wait, how is yours turn 4 then?
One more time there.
One of us will be in Mongs, probably both of us. Nothing new.
Well, and what do you think about strategy today? It's gonna be an easy one stop, two stop, possibly.
Probably a one stop as usual. I'm not sure what good strat is here. Probably mediums, hards. But it looks very overcast. And why is it? Oh,
Very.
on my screen it said we're having a 3 lap race, but thank God we're not.
Well, on my screen we're in a short quality, so what's up with your screen? I'm not sure, but
No, it's fixed itself now.
oh, good, good. Well, if people are going for one stop, do you think we'll see anyone do soft to mediums, or do you think it's soft to hards? Or do you think in mediums maybe?
Um, I would say soft to hard. I think tie wear could be an issue on this track, especially like the left front. I think that gets the most wear because of turn 1. But
Yeah, you're
we'll
probably
just
right there.
hold on what.
And first one out on track is Poggle in the Red Bull, and he is already out on the hard, so probably looks like a track where we're gonna see people on the hards and mediums.
Yeah, Jay just said in the chat mediums to hards, so we'll probably see that by most drivers today.
Alright then. Well, do you want to jump straight into your front row guess for quali then?
Okay, I'm gonna say Boomer and Pole and Sabetti second for the front row.
Interesting. I'm gonna put my faith in VRT Tech for pole and Bidle Billy for second.
Oh, that's an out there prediction.
Oh yes. And we're now gonna have Poggle starting his first lap in quali. as he's rounding the last corner, going onto the main straight. Start finish straight into the first long right-hander. I really
It's
can't.
crucial with carry speed.
Yeah, it is, but I really can't figure out what's the best way to take it. Although it looks nice and tidy through those first few corners. This is coming into that kink. Might have been a small back end loss there, but nothing major. It's going into the fast left-right combination. I will have to say I don't see much to point out on Puggle's lap right now. It seems nice and tidy, but I think it might be just. I think
It's
you
a
might
banker
see.
lap.
Yeah, I think it seems a little too cautious. It looks.
No, it's a hard tires. So. Ooh.
Well, I guess he will be the first one to go over the line, and I believe it's VRT Tech we can see in the background behind him on his way to start a lap.
And I believe that's a James Killer.
As Poggle is gonna do a 1:34.6.
I'm not sure what a good time is on hards, but a 34.6 seems good if James is only 3 tenths off. Is anyone else on the lap? It looks
Well,
like
Sven should be on the lap. As he's coming onto the long straight down to the hairpin, the place where you think we'll see a lot of overtaking today.
Most likely.
I wouldn't say I disagree on that. Out of the hairpin though, it's crucial to hit the traction properly there, because if you just miss a tiny bit, if a guy is close behind you there, he can take you into that last corner, and that is going to be a difficult move for that guy. As Sven does a 33.2 and Mesclas has done a 32.9, but he is also on soft tires.
Interesting strategies from people. Soft tires, mediums, hards. Seeing all three tire compounds.
We are at the moment, yeah. That could make for an interesting grid and obviously an interesting race too.
I think Morris guys on the lap coming onto the long straight on softs.
We have just switched over to him, and I am not exactly sure how his lap is so far. He is on the soft tires, however, so he should be in the top then.
Could it possibly rain in quali? Is that why there's early laps on hards and mediums and the softs? That'll be interesting to see. As Morris guy goes pole. With a half a second difference between himself and Mesclas.
That is quite a big difference, to be fair.
And Tax coming down to the hairpin now with his Ayrton Senna helmet.
Alright,
In the
well, what can Tack do then? Into the last corner, over the line. Oh, and I think I saw a Ferrari just... Yeah. And it's a 35.5, so that is not a great lap by him.
Yellow flag. Could be just people getting out of the way. Yeah, it's a McLaren of a Michelin, just getting out of the way.
Could be, yeah. Sabetti, however, has started the lap and is in the first sector now. He's out on soft tires. He's your guess for the front row, I believe.
Yes. Last week's race winner, of course, as well, Sabetti. So definitely wants to watch.
Yet to set a lap. I got to say though, it doesn't look like it will start raining because people are still sitting inside the pit lane after they do their lap, so they're not rushing that much.
Maybe
So,
it's not going to rain then.
probably. So bet it down the long straight and into the hairpin. And he's already run out of DRS. Not DRS, ERS.
Yeah, he's
Small
run
mistake
out
there.
quite early.
That is very
So
early. But around the last corner, he's gonna do a 33-1, which puts him 5th at the moment.
I'm not sure how he's run out of ERS that early in his lap. But
I have no idea, that is early. Michelin,
um,
however, on medium tires in the hairpin now, about to finish his lap. So let's have a
he's on
look.
the mediums.
Didn't I say mediums? I meant to say mediums.
He said softs, I believe.
Well, that is my bad. It's the
Oh,
colors and stuff.
Pablo.
It's still a little confusing, and it's a 33.6 by Michelin.
And we got a Renault 1-2 right now. And of course, they two had an awful race last week in
But
Australia.
Buma might be on his way to split up those Renaults already, though, as he's going into the hairpin. And he is definitely on soft.
But yeah,
Final corner. What is it gonna be? It's gonna be provisional pole.
for 4 tenths off Pablo. A yellow flag as well. It's Swanwick, he just went round on his outlap.
Well, it happens.
Yeah,
I believe Poggle is one of the few drivers out on the lap right now. Just gotten into the third sector. That long right-hander before the long straight is also a nice corner on the calendar. Can get really difficult when your tires are starting to go off, but before that it is a really nice corner.
it's nice when you get it right, but when you get it wrong, you
Yeah,
lose so
and it
much time.
looks like Poggle has gone a bit deep in the hairpin. Around the last corner, it will be an
A
improvement.
1:33.7, which puts him P12 for now.
And what about Dumley's, the McLaren driver? Into the hairpin, seems to have fairly decent run in that.
Quite a nice last corner, nice and smooth. Puts him P8 ahead of Swen, who's also on the lap. Going on to the main straight now.
And he seems like he was going a bit wide in that long right-hander there.
Do you think anyone could match Boomer's time for pole?
31.9.
Yeah.
Got to be honest, haven't done much China, so I'm not exactly sure what to expect from the different drivers either, but
Oh, talking about challenging for pole.
I should have just said
Sven
yes.
goes first. Yeah.
But it's
And
barely ahead though by 8
yeah, it's
thousandths
like
of a
eight
second.
thousandths. Yeah.
As Tvanak is out on his lap and not spinning.
James Keller just finished his lap on mediums with a 33.4 to put him P10.
I'm pretty certain he would
And
get a little higher up than that.
quite interesting to see people on the soft tyres, mostly on soft tyres.
It started out pretty differently with people on hards, mediums and softs, but
Yeah.
right now everyone is going for the softs. Might be some of the guy who were going to do mediums or hards who's kind of panicking over their position, choosing to go for the softs instead. Because I would
I'm on board
think
with
Tronic is
Tax
in.
always ran wide. It's going to lose his time down the main straight, so that's going to help him at all.
Well, Tronic around the
Um,
last corner, and it's gonna be
P3.
not not too shabby.
A
El
10
Truco,
between top three.
less than sense. And El
No, yeah.
Truco, the last driver who haven't set a lap yet, and he's coming to the hairpin, but he is not pushing, so I don't. He might be starting a lap actually.
Yeah, he's not using any ERS.
Yeah, he's starting his lap, so we'll follow him for a lap then as he's going over the line and into the first corner. Taking a wide entry, could have gone a little wider actually.
Ran
Tries
a
to
bit
carry.
wide right there. Hasn't
Well,
lost
it
that much time.
didn't look too bad there, although it looked like he lost a little traction on the exit of turn 3 there. Turn 4, not really one of the more difficult corners, but this fast left-right combination,
I
it can
love
be
these
really
corners.
easy or it can really throw you off, and I think it kinda threw him off a little.
A bit of a slide, like power slide.
Well, you don't want that power slide in a corner like that though.
Especially in an F1 car in qualifying.
Ooh, a little wider, but it looks nice. Trying to get. Ooh,
Oh, talking about power slides.
I don't know about you, but that is not a power slide.
I just saw the back end kick out. It's a power slide to me.
Well, we'll still follow him over the line to see what his lap is gonna be. He's gonna finish it, and it's gonna be a 1:33.7. So not what he was hoping for. I'm fairly certain about.
I'm on board with Sabetti right now. He's using ERS, but he's barely got any left.
Yeah,
So
he's
is
done a
he
lap.
on a lap?
He's done a lap on those tires already too. So
Yeah. If
might
I
have
was him,
not
I'd...
been an optimal one, and he might be just trying to do another. Audio, on the other hand,
Oh,
not
Boomer.
going.
Goes pole for 31.8. Now is the 10th clear of Swen and Twanic.
Well,
As I believe Morris guy is on a lap in P5, P6, sorry.
where's guy? Well, audio around the last corner with a 32.4, which puts him 8th. What about Foggy? He should be on a lap in the Williams. That
Oh,
is
did I
something I
just see...
gotta say. The Williams is actually looking fairly decent on the game.
Yeah. Well, they've been nerfed after the... Wait, is that the right word? Is it nerfed? But they've been slowing down from the recent patch.
Yeah.
But obviously it's equal cars, so that doesn't matter for this.
Well, FTRL Foggy around that long right-hander onto the long straight. Can he mix up around the first front rows? This is getting some
Got bare
traffic,
traffic.
but
Yeah.
he moves out of the way. And I think that is Billy actually. As Foggy is around the last corner, losing the tail a bit there. And
He
it's a
improves, but he's
very
only
slight
P10
improvement.
still.
What about Billy? My guess is not looking the best at the moment, as he's taking a tight line in this first corner.
Billy under pressure right now on P16.
It's
He's one and
far from the
only
position he
line
does want.
lap. I could say the same thing about Poggle as well.
Yeah, he's also... Well, it seems like he just finished his lap and did not improve. Billy, on the other hand, still in this second sector.
Yeah, Billy's improving on his lap.
He is, as we can see, that time is up, so it's just a few guys more who's out on their lap still. And one of them is Sven. Can he maybe take that pole position back from Boomer? As we have Billy going into the last corner now. And it's gonna be a 32 flat. 33 flat, actually.
Yeah. I just seen the chat. It's a wet start for the race.
Sven is coming down to the hairpin. Got a little traffic from a Ferrari there, but he got through
James
well.
Killer.
Definitely not James Killer, as he's not in the Ferrari. But Sven goes pole, and by 2/10.
Jeez. James goes P4. Toggle is the last one, I believe, or not. It's
Dumlius, but Dumlius seems to be down on his lap, and he is.
Yeah. Don't think he improved.
He did not, but he is still starting in 5th, so he has a fairly decent position. And it's Sven the man on pole ahead of Buma in 2nd, Fanak in 3rd, James Killer in 4th, Dumlius in 5th, Mesclas in 6th, Cablo in 7th, joined by his teammate in 8th, Morris Guy, VRT Tech in 9th, RDO 1998 in 10th, then it's Michelin in 11th, Poggle in 12th, Foggy in 13th, Sabetti in 14th, Billy in 15th, and El Truco in 16th.
I'm surprised to see Sabetti in 14th.
Well, I mean, we didn't exactly nail that front row prediction.
I got one driver right, so I'm happy with that.
Well, true.
And it looks like heavy rain, so full wet tyres. Looks like.
This is looking like that. And by that, who are you gonna pick for the podium prediction then?
I have no idea. I'm just gonna say Boomer for the win. Cablo 2nd. James Killer 3rd. Just a random prediction. I have no idea if everyone's got pace.
Well, I don't have any idea about their pace either, but I'm gonna go Tvanak in 1st, Dumlius in 2nd, and Buma in 3rd.
Interesting. And they are indeed on full wet tyres.
Indeed. Well, might see a few spins on the first lap then.
Even the formation lap, we could see a spin.
Hopefully not, but yeah, we could. And I have just noticed that the Bomb 1154 have joined a bit late, but he will be here for the race.
On default setup as well, but default setup's on that bad in this game, so she'll be alright.
Well, when it's dry at least. Not actually sure how it is when it's raining.
Yeah, neither do I. And I'm assuming most of the guys here are on full wet setups, or just wet setups.
Well, they should be. If they are,
As it looks like,
however, that's hard to say.
It looks like Sven just wants the formation lap to be over. It's just, well, it's slowing down now, but
eager to start the race.
Yeah.
Got to say though, both the two Renaults looks pretty equal on pace here today.
And Cablo and they're both being disqualified a formation lap. They might have hit each other already, so that's not good.
Might have just driven too slowly too, because everyone behind Sven did drive very slowly there for a little time.
Sven's like holding up with the pack now to keep his tyres a bit warmer.
And we're about to line up on the grid. First lap crash, yes or no, Lewis?
More than likely, yeah.
Well, I hope not, but...
yeah, I hope not, but it most likely will.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at the back of the grid, see if any drama happens there.
And we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. And it looks like a fairly decent start by everyone in the front. However, in the back it looks like it's chaotic. As Tvanax moves around the outside of Buma in the first corner.
Poggle's off. El Truco's off. Morris guy's off. I think the bomb's got damage because looks like a mess glass lagged into him or something like that. And we've got VSC on lap 1.
Well, that seemed like a fairly big crash there.
I want to see the safety car. The full safety car.
But look at this though, before the VSC there has happened more that we didn't notice, because Tvanak is up to first and Cable is up to third. Buma still in second. However, Sven is down to 15th now.
Cablo up to third from 7th, I believe.
Yeah, and James is down to 17th, so there's a lot that happened in just a few corners.
Foggy started 13th and now in 5th.
And Buma with a drive-through penalty. So that could be him pretty much out of the fight for the win today then. And look at this, Cable seems to have a great run at Buma down the long straight. Seems like everyone is getting through the corner.
There's an Alfa Romeo off track. It's El Truco. It looks like he just lost his traction and just went to
and
Narnia.
Look at this, it's an Alpha under attack, and look at that Ferrari of Zabetti just diving it down there. And it was not exactly successful either.
Oh my god, it's chaotic down here.
And I see front wing damages.
Jesus Christ.
As we have Mesclas right on the back of Morris guy right now. So I see some comments about the front row really bottling it. Just one of them.
The bomb's gone onto Inters.
Already?
Yep. I don't think it's ready, in my opinion, for Inters. But
Ooh,
he's the one driving, so
Sven almost going into the back of Poggle, his teammate. Just way too late on the brake there. And Poggle is really hounding the back of Billy there. And what about Cablo? Can he get close enough to get a move
yeah,
on
Van
Boomer?
Pets
And
it.
Boomer.
I think it's El Truco again.
Oh, and look at this, down the long straight now.
Oh, there's a runner
Cablo
off.
on the...
It's Morris guy.
Well, that is a shame for the one of the Renaults, but the other Renault has just made his way up to second, as we see that Dumlius is also passing Boomer for third. As it looks like Foggy just braked a bit too late there.
I'm on board with the bomb right now, see how he's coping with the Inters. And he seems alright right now.
Well, it doesn't really
So,
look like Interweather yet, but could be.
Boom was in for his drive-through.
Oh yeah, I almost forgot about that.
And Swanwick's got a 3.5 second lead over the Renault of
Oh,
Cablo
and there is yellow
already.
flags in sector 3.
I think it's El Truco again.
Yeah, it seems like it.
It looks like he's just killed his tyres already. Maybe on a dry setup, just
But
overheated them.
this is a man on a mission today. Tvanak in first by 3.5 seconds almost now. It's really gotten the best start out of everyone. FTRL
Foggy
Foggy
up to
down.
4th. Yeah.
Took the words right out of my mouth there.
Great minds think alike. Even though we're both Mongs.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure who you're talking about, but it can't be us. But look at this though, Foggy, can he ever run at Dumlils down the long straight? I think he's a bit too far off. What about further down the field? Poggle. Poggle might have a run on Billy as Billy goes defensive long before the braking zone. Poggle, however, takes the inside line and brakes very early, but Billy brakes
Billy's
a
got
bit
miles.
too late. Well, one thing's for sure, they're definitely showing each other enough space there.
As Billy pits.
Maybe it could be for Inters, maybe it is front wing. But look at James though, on the inside of Poggle in turn 1. Will he have the move stuck? And it looks like he does actually, and he works his way up to 7th again.
Swen's going on to Inters with the front wing change.
Interesting.
So, taking risks here, nothing to lose.
Well, after that first lap, I not exactly what happened to him, but...
And Sabetti,
Oh,
what's
and
he done?
look at this. Poggle has gotten past James again.
They've got Foggy behind the McLaren of Dimlius for P3.
And they're
Is Foggy
approaching the
close enough?
long straight.
And
Yeah, that's gotta be front wing damage for Foggy then. And look at this then. VRT Tack is right on his tail. But also with front wing damage.
I didn't see any damage from Foggy.
They lost. They both has lost their end plates.
Ah.
But down the main straight, it doesn't look like Foggy has enough straight line speed. What about
Look at
Tack?
Tack though. No.
will be
Twanik's
no.
pitting for
But
in the
Sebetti
race
on the other
leader.
hand is right behind Boomer into the hairpin. And Boomer looked to have outbraked himself a little, which leaves the inside open for Sebetti, but Sebetti lost traction.
Twanik's in for Inters. Everyone's pitting in. Loads of people pitting in. Foggy's pitting for Inters. It's time for Inters, it looks like then.
Yeah, it's definitely time for Inters now then. And look at this, Fanak gets out in the perfect position right ahead of Morris Guy. This, Sebetti loses a little bit of his front wing on Morris Guy's rear. Question is though, pitting this early over to the Inters, they'll probably need another set of Inters halfway through.
Yeah, I can't imagine it Inters lasting to the end, so maybe another stop, but it could still dry up, so we could see dry
And
tyres at the end.
Baum has made a brilliant move with his early stop onto the Inters as he's up in 9th right now. Considering he started last, that's a fairly decent amount of positions up for him. But he is under attack from Poggle. We're gonna go down the long straight now as we see Poggle right at the back of the bomb. We can also see Foggy in the background, although he seems to be too far behind. Poggle for the outside around in the airpin. They both break late, but the bomb manages to keep his position, which leaves Poggle still in 10th. As we see the last
Cablo's
drivers.
pitted to move for wets.
Oh well, that is definitely interesting.
I think that's a mistake. I don't think he wanted for wets.
Well, it's either a mistake or he's gone on the radio and gotten a message that it's gonna be heavier rain in 5 to 10 minutes, maybe.
I didn't get what he was saying for wets because of that. Like, he just lost the position to Doomless now.
I don't know. But look at this though, Poggle ahead of the bomb, but the bomb is right behind him. And Cable on his full wet tires. He's definitely not gonna challenge Dumlios right now. He's losing time quickly. And what?
Yeah, Cablo's losing massive time on them wets.
Probably was a mistake then. But look at this, Foggy on the inside of the bomb while he makes a mistake, which gives Foggy 7th. The bomb, however, is not that far behind, and Foggy's straight line speed hasn't looked the best. And the bomb will not go for a late lunge, but Foggy goes a little deep. As we can see that Dumler's just done the fastest lap with a 49.8, and we have yellows in sector 2.
I'm not sure who is that for, but...
Oh, I'm not either. Oh, but look at this though, Cablo is really struggling on those tires now. There is no grip in those. Oh, that is a shame for Cablo. Look at Mestas though, he's really cautious about making his move.
I'm surprised Cabaret hasn't came back in the pits.
Yeah. Can't say I have any idea why not, but it's got to have been a mistake.
Yeah. There's a tax behind him now. Probably getting down at the hairpin, probably.
Oh
Or
yeah, but
not.
look at this though. Booma is on a charge on the bomb. And the bomb seems to be struggling with his default setup. As Booma is right on his bumper, going through that fast right-hander. Oh. Look at Vanek though. Almost 8 seconds in the lead now as Booma is trying the outside move on the bomb. It's not working this time.
Cabaret pits. So, probably for Inters, I hope.
Oh, and look at this Sven on Foggy in the first corner. As Foggy seems like he almost lost his car there.
They got Poggle and Tack.
Oh, and look at this, the
Seconds.
bomb on Booma into turn 4, I believe it is. Booma on the other hand manages to keep his position as we see more yellow flags.
I think it's for El Trico being lapped.
Nah, fair enough, could be actually. And what about... yeah, it probably is. But
As
this could be
Foggy's not
good
behind him
for
though.
Sven though, as Foggy is getting held up by that a little.
Oh, El Trico
Oh,
drowned.
and that is a spin and a half. And that was El Truco, I think. But look at this
Yeah,
though,
I was on board
Sven,
with
the
him.
man down the inside of Foggy to the hairpin. Should be an easy move as he tries to park
Bit
it
of
on the apex
contact.
and slight contact, yeah, but he got past. Can Foggy get back at him though? Ooh, and look at this Morris guy right behind RDO at the moment. Going into
Looks like a
the
much
first
better
corner.
run. Even though RDO sets fastest lap until Billy beats it.
Oh, and look at this Morris guy is not giving
Oh
up and they're
no.
both around.
And there goes Billy just saying thank you very much.
Well, luckily they both managed to not get stuck on the racing line there, so nobody else got affected by it. The Renault's really not having their best race today.
Yeah. Both of them outside the points yet again.
And from fairly decent starting positions too. 7th and 8th,
I
I
believe
believe.
like 7, 8, yeah.
What about Foggy though? He's still right behind Sven. Can we see him get a move on Sven into the hairpin? I think he's got to be a little closer than this, but he's gaining slightly.
Foggy's got no straight line speeds in that Williams.
Not at all. What about James though? In the Toro Rosso, can he make a move at the bomb? It's not gonna be in the hairpin. We're gonna see another move into turn 1 maybe.
Good do. Bomb runs a bit wide. And
Oh, and
looks
it
like James has
looks
just got
like
an traction.
James is gonna do it around the outside of the bomb, but it's pretty much past the bomb before the corner. And it seems
Yeah,
to
he
be a
looks...
fairly easy made move then.
Now we've got Foggy getting really close to Sven now. As Poggle and Tack are
Oh,
still
well, maybe
fighting
he
for
can
P4.
exploit that downforce in these fast corners to get past Sven.
No retirements yet as well. Good to see. Probably just jinxed it. But
Well, you do have a point there. No retirements yet. We have had a few spins though, but it's
yeah,
good to still see everyone in the race. And it looks like
can
Foggy will have to try down the long straight once again. And he's definitely pushing, as we can see him in hot lap mode
hot lap.
now.
Yeah. Why is he not in the slipstream?
Maybe he doesn't like the spray.
Oh, but he's
Ooh, and
outbroke
he goes deep, and
himself.
that was almost damage. Anybody else? Cablo on Sabetti maybe. Down the long straight to the hairpin. Cablo is getting closer and closer. But he's... Oh, and he kinda goes for it.
Anything,
And there is a
that was
tap.
like the slowest. That was like the slowest thing I've ever seen. Oh, and James Killer almost spins at turn 2. Turn 1, sorry.
Oh, and look at this. Foggy has lost the back of Sven, and Boomer is right behind Foggy now.
Good recovery drive from Beamer with the drive-through penalty.
Well, he's back up to 6th, no 8th.
Oh, yeah.
Not too far off 4th at least.
Then we've got Poggle and Tack still fighting for P4. And it looks like Dumilius is actually catching a Twannock. Because I believe the gap was 8
Yes.
seconds.
Well, it was almost 8 seconds when it was full wet weathers, but now that it's gone over to the interweather, it looked like Dumlius has a little more pace than Twannock now, so could get an interesting fight there in a few laps time. A little more than a few
And
laps.
Poggle's quite close to Tack's onto the defensive line.
Oh, and you can see his teammates getting close to... But look at Poggle though, he's not gonna do it here. But Tack goes deep, which could leave him exposed for both the Red Bulls now.
El Truco's spun again. Having an awful day today.
Well,
Fair play
two
to him, still
spins.
having a go though.
Everything can happen. As we see Sven on the inside of his teammate into the first corner, and he's almost attacking Tack now. And look at this train, Tack with how many cars behind him? 4 cars.
Yeah, it's Tack down to Boomer.
Oh, and Foggy is in, taking a little avoiding there, and Boomer exploits that and seems to be getting past him. Boomer around the outside
Great
and the
move from
fast
Boomer.
left-hander.
In the wet. That was a
Around the
great move
outside
from.
there.
Yeah,
Gotta say, I'm a little impressed by that.
only a little.
Well, very, considering if it was me, I would have spun her around there, so...
But it looks like Poggle's attacking Swen more than Swen's attacking Tack.
Yeah, it seems like Sven has had a few bad corners now. So going on to the main straight, it's really gonna be between the drivers behind Sven. Behind Taka, I mean.
Will Poggle send it? No.
I was thinking about it. But look at this though, Boom are so close to 4th place already. After a
Looks like
drive-through.
Foggy's losing touch of Boomer now. So Foggy's starting to struggling.
Yeah, looks like it. Ooh, and it looks like Poggle, I think that was, who seemed to be a little unstable into the first corner.
The gap to the lead now, 4.5 seconds. So another second that's been gained by the McLaren driver.
It's definitely not decided. But it's really this battle for 4th that is the big thing to watch right now with, well, what is it, 5 drivers fighting for
Yeah.
it. Well, almost 5 is if Foggy can get a little closer again. But
Then we've
Boomer
got
though,
James starting to catch up as well.
6-way battle possibly happening now. Oh, and look at this. Down the main straight. Gonna see anybody passing each other this time. So it looks like Boomer's gotten a fairly decent exit there.
Foggy's quite close to Boomer.
Oh, but not close enough. But
As Boomer looks like he's outbroken himself.
almost. And look at that, James is right in the background behind them now.
They've still got the battle between Caballero and Sabetti for P12. So both of them not having a great race today.
Well, not a great race, no. But ooh, as the bomb is out of the race. The first retirement, and
I
did he
think
bin
I
it
saw him
in the
pit.
last corner?
Yeah.
Or in the
Yeah, I
pit
think I
lane?
saw his name pit.
Alright. Well, it doesn't look like we're getting a safety car or anything like that, so they keep racing as we see that Booma is still trying to figure out where he's gonna make the move on the Red Bulls. And look at this, if Booma can stay this close going on to the long straight, I think he's gonna be able to do it this time then.
Got plenty of ERS to burn or use.
Yeah, but he needs a good exit from this long right-hander.
Looks like he's got it.
Decent
But I think it's a
one,
bit
but I
too
don't
far.
think he's close enough this time either. He should not be. What about Cablo? Cablo is close to Sabetti, and I think we're gonna see a move here. The Renault driver
Caball's only using
chasing.
medium ERS.
Well, he's not going for the move then.
Don't forget, these drivers have to pit again, I believe. So one of the Red Bulls will have to come early, or one of them just
Yeah.
has to stay out.
So you can see that there is a... Seems like there is kind of forming a gap between all of these cars now. Although Sven seems to be trying to catch more up to Tech again. Just noticed too that the gap between Dumlius and Fanak seems to have stabilized a little now. It seems to be staying at around 4.4. One of the Red Bulls
Looks
going a
like the
little
gap
wide.
between Dumlius and Twanic is staying the same. Last time I checked it was 4.7. Now it's only 4.4.
Well, last
So
time
it
you
looks like
checked.
Twanic. Yeah.
But last time I checked, it
Last
was
time.
around 4.5.
Oh, so it's literally barely nothing.
Exactly. What about Boomer though? He's closer this time on Poggle, but he's just not close enough yet.
James Killer's now caught up to Foggy.
Come on, guys, give us some aggression. Aggressive
I think the
negotiations.
rain stopped. My eyes could be tricking me, but I feel like the rain stopped.
You might be right, actually. As we can see, James is right behind Foggy now. But look at this now. Boom, are really close to Poggle. Is he gonna go for a move? Not yet. Poggle also slipping a little away from Sven, his teammate, so
Pog
could
was
be a
on wide,
little.
so Boomer could be an attack.
Look at this, Foggy is also turning up his pace a little, slowly crawling his way back up to these two. Boomer needs a good corner here. That's something I've noticed. He struggles to get that last corner before the long right-hander right, which kind of makes it hard for him to make that move on the long straight.
I wonder if Boomer could be running a dry setup. He got second in qualifying, and he looks like he's struggling with understeer. So he could be on a dry setup.
I could, yeah, maybe.
Yellow flag set to 1. I was scared it was Twanic then. I think it's El Truco.
Ooh, and talking about Triangelic, look at that gap now, 3.5, so it's definitely going down again.
El Truco's pitted in for soft tyres and had a spin already. So it's clearly not ready for softs or dries. Trying to do a Lance Stroll of Germany.
Well, it could definitely indicate that it wasn't your eyes tricking you, but it should have stopped raining then.
And Swen's gone to Narnia in
Ooh,
that
well,
corner.
look at this. Boomer getting a little close to the rear wing of Poggle there.
Yeah, flag set to 2. It's El Truco.
Sabetti and Morris guy in for mediums.
So Sabetti as well. But still a lot of spray coming off the tyres.
Yeah,
So
I think it's a bit early so far, but it's definitely looking like we're gonna have a dry finish.
I wonder who
Okay,
that
it's
could
a
be.
long train again.
It's El Truco again.
Getting lapped the same place as last time.
Is he like 2 laps down now? Or
But look at this though,
oh wait,
Foggy.
hold.
Foggy might be close enough to make a move on Boomer. Onto the
He's definitely thinking
inside,
about
and
it.
Boomer has a tap with Poggle. And Foggy went a little over the curb. Getting a 5-second for that.
Dimlius less than 3 seconds behind the leader.
Oh. And Poggle is in the pit.
So on
So
what
that
tyres
is
is
the
he going on?
first driver among the leading.
It's on to medium tyres.
Well, he's taking a risk then. Could pay off. Could also go
Could
badly.
be a great move for him.
And look at this, Foggy is really trying to make his way past Boomer. Boomer seems to be struggling with his front wing, leaving the inside open there. And Foggy, is he gonna do it around the outside? And he seems to
Has,
have gotten a move done there.
has Boomer got damage?
Yeah, missing the front
Right end plate,
right
I
end
think.
plate.
I wonder if anyone else will pick
Pogo
this
seems to
lap.
be losing time so far though, so it doesn't look like that gamble is gonna pay off yet, at least.
Let's see what Twanic does. He stays out. What about Dimlius? He also stays out.
James on Boomer into the hairpin. He's gonna search for the inside move on Boomer. He goes for it. They both seem to get well through there. Boomer has a better exit though. And
And
Boomer
looks like James is going to
keeps his
switch back.
position.
No, James did the switch back. So a good move there from James, up to P7. Now charging down to Foggy.
Picking
Let's
out
see
his
how
next
the...
target.
Yeah, it's way
Well,
too early for Joyce. I'm on board Poggle, he just went off at the hairpin.
Well, he's lost about 6-7 seconds to Cablo the last lap, so
Jeez.
he might have just put himself out of contention for 4th at least.
Even podium maybe, because Mescalus is only 2 seconds ahead. Not even that now.
True.
Looks like Mescalus is now struggling on the inters.
Yeah, well, if you can see the spray getting, it's not that much anymore, so inters might be slippery now, as we see James going really deep in the left-hander before the long straight, which leaves him exposed for Boomer. And it's looking like they're getting close to the dry tires now. It doesn't look like they have much grip left now.
Trying to kiss
As
pit in from the race lead.
And that is definitely onto dry tires, as Boomer is on the outside in the hairpin.
Twank onto
James.
mediums.
And Boomer is pitting too.
Oh, El Trico's off. Not for the first time.
Both Boomer and Twanek opting for the medium tires, I believe. Twanek is at least, there's Boomer too.
Be interested to see how the slicks are right now. Because as we saw, Poggle lost 7-8 seconds to Cablo.
Yeah, and he's lost more time too, but you can see everybody struggling on those inters now, and you can also see the fact that there isn't much spray behind the cars anymore, so
I think the inters are dead. I think they pitted. What lap did they pit from the wets? Lap 3, lap 4.
5, something around there.
No, yeah. So these inters just pop as Sven just outbroke himself and spun around
And
Tack.
look at that, Tack has gone around.
No,
Which
Sven
leaves
like outbroke
Foggy.
himself. And,
Alright, so he hit him then, or...
yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Well, that leaves Foggy in 3rd, getting handed the podium position. And look at Sven right behind Tack. Is it gonna be any bad blood between these two right now? as Dumlus is pitting too.
Let's see where he comes out between him and Twanik, because Twanik's just gone off on a
Mescla's in
hairpin.
the pit. It looks like everyone is going to go into the pit now. Dumley's onto soft tires.
Onto soft tyres, yeah.
Which means
Gonna be
that
close, I think.
Vanek has made a brilliant strategy actually, because he...
No,
Oh!
Dumlius is ahead.
Dumlius is ahead, but those softs should wear off pretty quickly though.
But it's only 7 laps to the end, so I think that's fine.
I think they start wearing off around lap 5. Well, before that, but...
It'll be interesting to see. James is on softs. Tax on softs.
And
And
Foggy's
look at Boomer.
lost 2 positions
Boomer's
in the
up
pit.
to 7th. But look at Poggle. He was up there fighting for the podium, and now
Yeah,
he's
he
only in
pitted
10th.
way too early. Way too early. Simple as that. But look at Boomer. In 7th, right behind Sven now.
Then Cold's tyres for Sven.
Oh, it's probably still a little slippery.
Look at Twanik, he's in the second behind Dumlius already. Soft's working well right now.
Oh, yes. And look at this train behind Sven. We have Boomer and we have Tak there too. Ooh, as it seems like Boomer got a little wider.
Has the RS been enabled yet?
Can't say I've noticed.
I haven't seen it has.
But look at Tak on Boomer. He is right behind and they're opening the DRS wing, so it's been enabled. And
Oh, two
Tak
close round
on
again.
Boomer on the inside. Boomer with the switchback. And it looks like Tak is gonna keep his position there.
Looks like tactically getting into turn 1.
Oh, he's gonna definitely try.
Looks like he's going for the switchback. Or
Either
full
that or
around
he's
the
gonna try
outside.
to get it around the outside. Well, he tried, but it didn't exactly work.
Yeah,
He
looks like Sven
should
parked his
have.
car in the right place.
Yeah, well, he should have a possibility into this right-hander if he's close enough, although it seems like he's a bit too far behind right now. Oh, and that is a front wing damage. And that is Boomer up to 7th.
What did he do? Just outbreak himself?
Yeah, looked like it at least. So I think we can. I think that's Tak pretty much out of the contending for a podium now.
Billy's fighting behind this now. There is caught up.
Oh, Billy's catching up to a damaged Tak at the moment. Oh, look at this. Tak is struggling heavily with that front wing now. So Billy can
Yeah,
go
Billy,
on the
easy move for Billy.
inside. Ooh, going wide though.
Maybe Tech can come back at him. Billy's got like barely any ERS left.
Oh, and Tak is gonna try it on the inside in the hairpin. Billy tries
Bit
to
of
turn in.
contact. Look at the McLaren.
Oh,
Oh, that's Michelin being lapped.
no. And look at this. Billy turn
Billy
one
into turn
on
1.
Tak on the inside, and it looks like he's gotten past pretty easily there.
Oh, and Boomer almost loses it on the exit of turn 3.
Oh, as Michelin seems to be trying to unlapping himself from Tak there. And it seems like the battle we have right now is Buma against Sven. The two P drivers on the front row when we started, now down in 6th and 7th. Around the long, fast right-hander onto the main straight.
Should be fairly easy for Boomer, I think.
It looks like it. He's gaining. He's gonna go around the
Into the outside.
outside.
It's going for the
He's gonna try
switchback.
a switchback.
And Sven holds on for now.
For now,
But,
that is.
but Boomer could get into turn 1 right now, so as a Toro just went off track, I think that was Tap. He's fighting the McLaren.
The lapped McLaren.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this though. Buma is trying to find a way past, but he can't really find it. Four laps left, and Tvanek has actually catched a few tenths now on the last lap. So lap 3 might be the lap when the softs actually start to wear off.
I thought that last longer than that, to be fair. Maybe you could see the battle for the leads soon between Tvanek and Dimlius. But then softs
That
don't last
would
long.
be interesting. James is also getting close to Mesglass, but he's also on soft tires though, so he should be starting to struggle with them maybe. But Buma on Sven once again down the long straight.
A bit too far behind.
He wants to go for it.
James with the fastest lap, which would get him an extra point.
Fair enough. The gap between Dumlius and Tvanek almost
Oh, and
two
Boomer.
seconds.
Boomer just sent it down the inside of Sven into turn 1. It was a bit of a late move, I think, because I just looked away for 1 second. Boomer is just ahead. Now we've got James and Mesglass fighting for the podium spot.
And James on his 4 laps of old soft tires still seems to be handling them pretty well. Can't say the same about Dumlius though, he is starting to lose time quickly to Tvanek.
Oh wow, he is.
But it's James right now who's just behind Mesglass for the podium position. DRS open, he's gonna...
Oh, bit of a late move from Mesglass, I feel like.
Kinda closing the gap there.
But James is just going around the outside anyway, getting better traction into the last corner.
And he's gonna go on the inside.
Tilting wide. And James has got the DRS.
And he should be passed. But look at this now, Tvanek right behind Dumlius. This is the battle for the win.
Like 2.5 laps left as well between these two. Who do you think will win?
Right now I'm gonna go with Tvanek. It looks like Dumlius' tires are just finished now. He just doesn't seem to be able to keep the pace up anymore, and Tvanek is probably just waiting for an easy move down the long straight.
Yeah, I agree. No idea what penalties is like. Don't think I've seen that many penalties, to be fair. China's
I'm not sure,
not really a
but
track for
look
corner
at this
cutting.
though. Tvanek is getting a great run out of the last, well, not last corner, but the long fast corner, and he should be
Easy
getting the
move.
move done. As he's
Dumnius has got no
passed
ERS, look.
before the braking zone. Dumlius will fight back though, but he just can't at the moment, and Tvanak has taken back the lead. Can Dumlius come back at him though?
No, he can't. Is the answer to that. Unless if he goes for a switchback at turn 2, which he can't as well.
What about further down the field? We have Sven on Buma into the first corner. He's not close enough there. He's gonna try to carry speed through. James actually had a really good comeback drive too after his. I can't remember what happened with him in the beginning, but I remember he was down in 15th.
Yeah, I think it was like the first lap. Carnage.
Always carnage on the first lap in China.
We've still got a battle here for P6 between Sven and Boomer.
Oh yes, and I think this battle is gonna go until the finish line. You can see Billy behind there too, trying to catch up to these two. Tvanak on the other end is pulling away from Dumlius.
Sven had a bit of a slide, so he's lost a lot of time.
And we might see Billy getting a chance on Sven then.
Got DRS. No ERS though.
Behind. As we're going on to the last lap, and we have multiple battles still going on. Well, we actually have one battle.
Oh, Trico fastest lap. Get in. They won't get a point for it, of course, but.
And look at this, Mesclas is now right on the back of James. James only have to hold him behind for a bit over a bit less than a lap now.
Looks like an easy win for Tvanak right now.
It certainly does.
I think it's raining again. It's raining again on the last lap.
Well, that might be, but we are not seeing any more pit stops now, Lewis.
Yeah, but imagine like a crash.
Well, highly unlikely. As you see Tvanak down the long straight into the hairpin. As you can actually see his teammate Saberi ahead of him. The final corner on the final lap as Tvanak goes to the finish line to finish first ahead of Dumlius. Then it will be James Killer as long as he can hold off Mesclas.
Back-to-back podiums for James,
which he
I believe.
Will. And then we're gonna see Foggy finishing a strong 5th today. Before Buma, who's recovered back to 6th, Sven in 7th, Billy in 8th, RDO will take 9th, and it's gonna be Poggle for the last point of the day.
8th for RDO, Poggle 9th with penalties.
Oh, and look at this fight for 11th. It's Tech Cablo and I think it's Mishrin that's left actually.
Yeah.
I gotta say, haven't seen not that often you see that feisty of a battle through the last corner for 11th.
Yeah, it's good to see though. They've got Morris guy. Well, both Renaults won awful race for both of them again.
And
out of the points.
Saberi will be finishing it off in 14th.
last week's race winner, how a week can change everything. But today
Definitely
it's his
from first to
teammate on top
14th.
step. Quite an entertaining
And
race that was.
yeah, and really gave us something from the beginning to the end today. There was always something.
Then like the weather, starting full wets to inches and dries. It's like the German race last week. In real life, that is.
Well, yeah, except for it didn't go back to Inters. Well, it would have if the race was longer, to be fair.
Yeah.
And it's the Ferrari driver of Tvanak taking this week's win in PSGL F7 ahead of Dumlius and James. And we're gonna try to get a short interview with these three then. Then in fourth we have Mesclas, Foggy in fifth, Buma in sixth, Sven in seventh, Audio in eighth, Poggle in ninth, and Billy in 10th for the last point. And I am not sure who got fastest lap point.
Oh, well, what am I doing? That's not a party invite. I was about to add him as a friend.
And that is Lewis for you. He's just that friendly.
But who was second again? Dimlius.
Dumlius.
And James third.
Yes.
There we go.
And shall we see them? Alright, so what a race we got in the end there. As we see that James has already joined. There we have Tvanak.
We'll get Dimlius.
Well, we can start off with James then, if you want to have a go, Lewis.
Okay, hello James.
Hello.
Have you got your mic on a share?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So James, can you lead us through like what happened on the first lap? Because
Got an alright start. Felt pretty comfortable. Went round the first corner, and Sven obviously was spun. I didn't see him, so I went straight into the side of him. So from that point onwards, I had to carry on with wing damage to the intermediate point. Then from there, just got to push like a madman, really.
I'll be happy to be on the podium then. From not 15th, was it?
I think I came 8th. I'm not sure, but yeah, I am very happy.
I'm saying 15th, but
I'm still shaking from that. But from being last on the grid, or from being last after my pit stop to then ultimately coming third, I feel it was a great recovery drive on my part. Just glad to get some points and some and to get a high enough position for the team, really.
Yeah, like good points on podium. I forgot where Tech came, but I believe he was in points as well. So
He came
points
11th.
Russell. Oh, okay, he didn't get points then. So yeah, have you got any questions for James?
Sure I do. Well then, James, with 2 consecutive podiums, I believe.
Yeah.
What do you think about Spain next week then? Are we gonna see you on a podium again? Maybe the top step?
Hopefully this time, because Spain is a very strong track for me as long as I get the setup right and that. But no, hopefully I can challenge for the win. With being first, being third and second are both very good positions for points, but they're ultimately not, winning the race, which I ultimately need to win the championship. But yeah, I'll try my best to win.
I believe he could be leading the championship right now after 2 podiums, but I might be wrong.
Hopefully, but who knows?
Alright, well, you kind of took the last question from me when you said to get the championship, so I don't really have any more questions then, Lewis.
Okay. It looks like Doomless isn't joining the party, so let's go to the race winner, which is Spanish. That's I hear.
Yeah.
Good job on the win tonight. Lead us through your race. Quite easy race, it looks like.
Well, yeah. I guess I got a bit lucky with Sven spinning into turn 1. That was his own mistake, but I still managed to get the tires and temperature and just to find the grip. It was a bit tricky to get on the mediums. So my first, I don't know, 2 or 3 laps, it was a bit slippery or winter. A couple of corners pretty wide, so yeah. In the end, I had a fight with Domelios. It was fun. P1 of course, but yeah, it was a good race overall.
Yeah. What was your thoughts when you saw Doomless starting catching you on the inters, I believe it was?
He, I don't know, he catch me with like, it was very different. Sometimes he just didn't really catch up to me, but most of the laps are 2 or 3 times or something. Just kind of keeping your head cool, just hoping for my strategy. What I did was going on the mediums that I could pass him in 1 or 3 laps at the end. And
yeah,
of course that's the case. So yeah, pretty happy.
Yeah, good job tonight. Sanjay, you got any questions?
Well, I don't really think I have this time. The creativity just went there.
But good job on your win tonight.
Yeah, thanks.
It won't be your last win of the season.
We'll see.
And with that then, Luis, I guess it's time for us to nominate 3 drivers for Driver of the Day.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, if you want to nominate the first one.
For me, it would be James Killer.
Alright, well, James did have a great race, starting in a good position, then unfortunately falling a little down, but recovering back to 3rd, so not a bad pick there. I'm gonna nominate Vanak as... Well, he did a solid race today, and he was smart to go on the mediums for me. Any idea about the 3rd nominee?
I've got 2 which I'm unsure about. Boomer or Dimlius. But Boomer with the drive-through penalty at the back, coming through the field, and Dimlius challenging for the win. But I think I got to give it Dimlius today. Look, not many mistakes. The only real mistake he did was going on to the soft tyres. But still got P2 in the end.
Yeah, I'll agree on that actually. Boomer did a solid race, but he made a crucial mistake with that drive-through. Still a great recovery, but yeah, so our 3 nominees then will be Tvanak, Dumlius and James Killer. That was ultimately the podium
3. Yeah.
Well, they all had solid races. With that then, I don't have any more to add if you don't.
Nope.
And with that, this has been PSGL F7 round 2 around China. I've been your host C3, joined by LR Praga today. Make sure to subscribe and leave some likes if you want to watch more. With that, thank you to everyone who's watched, and hopefully we'll see you again.